Hello everyone, this is part 4 of What If Naruto Married Hinata Early, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, and check out the playlist to see more. Comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Hinata awoke to the sound of a nurse speaking to a doctor next to her bed. You're awake. The brown-haired nurse smiled kindly. Why yay? Hinata mumbled. We can talk later, I have to go check up on a patient. The doctor told the nurse. Got it. The nurse smiled as the doctor walked out, then looked back at Hinata. You must be hungry, you haven't ate in about 2 days, I heard. The nurse smiled. Why yes please, Hinata said shyly. Hinata couldn't remember how she got here, but she thought her teammates brought her back to the village and took her to the hospital. I'll be right back with your breakfast, the nurse said, walking out. Hinata signed. She wondered what Sakura-chan and Naruto-kun were doing right now. At that moment a man with brown hair barged in with his dog. Hinata, I came to check on you and heard you were awake. Kiba smiled. Akamaru barked. Kiba-kun. Hinata stuttered. How are you feeling? Kiba asked. Better, but got a bit of a sea cold, Hinata responded shyly. I could ask the nurse to get you another blanket, Kiba said. It's fine. Hinata smiled. She was glad her teammate came to see her. If you say so, Kiba said. After a few moments the nurse walked in with a tray holding water, eggs and bacon. Here you go, the nurse said, setting it down on Hinata's lap. Thank you. Hinata smiled. You're welcome, well call me if you need anything, the nurse said, walking out. Sakura told me that you would be able to check out of here today or tomorrow depending on how you feel, Kiba said. Is that so? Hinata said. Hinata looked down at her breakfast and started to eat delicately. Well, Shino is waiting for me at the training grounds, so I'll see you later. Kiba smiled. Akamaru barked and Kiba and him left. Hinata once again felt lonely. She had woken up a day ago from being unconscious. No one but Kiba-kun, Shino-kun, Neji-san, and Sakura-chan had visited her, only once though, but Kiba saw her twice. Neji-san told Hinata that Hiashi was disappointed in her but hoped that she would get better. Hinata frowned when Neji-san told her that but decided she shouldn't get worked up over it. I'm always such a burden to everyone. Even to Naruto-kun. No matter how hard I try, I always become a burden to everyone. I'm so weak, no matter how hard I try, Hinata thought sadly as a tear trickled down onto her half-eaten plate. Hinata wiped her tears and sat the tray on the table next to her bed. Hinata sat up and moved over to the chair. Sitting down she looked out to the village through the window. Ow, 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 Sakura, that hurts, Naruto said, rubbing his head. Then next time listen, Sakura yelled angrily. But I was busy thinking about something more important, Naruto grumbled. Sakura stared at Naruto, her head becoming red with anger. Naruto's eyes widened in horror. He started running away from Sakura. Naruto, Sakura yelled, racing after him. Help, a monster is coming after me, Naruto yelled. He looked back to see Sakura catching up to him. Sweat trickled down his face. Sakura was telling him to help her out tomorrow to set up the party, but Naruto was lost inside his thoughts. This ended up angering Sakura, which made her hit his head over and over again. Sexy jutsu, Naruto said. After a moment he turned into a blonde-haired girl jumping into a crowd of people. Damn you, Naruto, Sakura yelled, putting up her fist. That was a close call, Naruto sighed with relief. He saw Sakura stomping off angrily and decided to change back to his original form. As Naruto walked through the streets of the village he remembered that Kiba told him Hinata was awake. Maybe I should go visit her, Naruto said. After a moment he decided he would go see the Lavender Eye girl. As he started to head towards the hospital he saw Iruka walk towards him. Hey Iruka-sensei, Naruto grinned. Naruto, want to go grab lunch and catch up? Iruka asked, smiling. The blonde. Well, I was going to go see Hinata, but I guess it could wait a little longer. Naruto smiled. After all, Hinata wasn't in any danger. Iruka-sensei, are you buying lunch? Naruto asked excitedly. Sure, why not? Iruka smiled. As the two walked together they headed towards Ichiraku's ramen. Naruto back already? The old man smiled. Yep. Naruto smiled. Well, what can I get for you two? The old man smiled. I'll have pork ramen please. Iruka asked. And I'll have beef ramen. Naruto said excitedly with a large grin on his face. Naruto loved it when Iruka-sensei bought him ramen. As the two boys caught up on everything, which took about 1.5 hours, Naruto waved goodbye to Iruka-sensei. As Hinata checked out of the hospital, she walked around the village. The doctor insisted she'd stay another day, but Hinata said the faster she was out of the hospital, the more she could train to get stronger. The doctor decided not to argue but simply nodded in defeat. As Naruto entered the hospital, he walked up to the counter. Where is Hinata Hyuga's room? Naruto asked. The person looked down at the list of patients' names. Hinata Hyuga has checked out of the hospital about half an hour ago. The lady replied. Hinata already left. Okay, well, thank you. Naruto said, walking out. Hinata. Naruto whispered to himself. As Naruto woke up, hurrying, he got dressed and ran out the door. Today Ino, Sakura and himself would set up Hinata's party at Sakura's house for tomorrow. He hadn't seen Hinata since he first visited Hinata at the hospital. Naruto raced through the village until he found Sakura's home. He smiled as he saw Sakura rush up to him. Good morning, Naruto. Sakura smiled, opening the gate, letting Naruto walk in. Good morning, Sakura-chan. Naruto smiled. Even though he discarded his feelings for Sakura, he decided to add chan to her name because he still felt like he shouldn't change the way he called her. Well, let's get started. Ino is waiting for us, Sakura said. Right. Naruto nodded, following Sakura. When they walked in, Naruto's eyes widened as he saw how big and neat it was in Sakura's house. Sakura, you have a nice house, Naruto said. He was surprised. He always thought Sakura had an average size home since her family is so small, but he was completely wrong. Sakura had a large, clean home. Thank you. Sakura smiled. Oh hey Naruto. Ino smiled as she looked down from putting up the banner to see the blonde boy. Ino always liked the blonde boy, no, not in the romance way but as a friend. She always felt a pang of sadness as she saw some villagers look at him with distrust and horror. Ino never really understood why. Some of her teammates actually knew the reason, and whenever she does, they just nod and say it was none of her business and that even they shouldn't have known. Ino knew Naruto was an amazing person, the way he would never give up. The way he changed Neji, and become to have more friends easily. Naruto was a wonderful person, no one could ever doubt that. One time Ino thought she could even fall for him with his cute looks, not as cute as Sasuke though. Though Naruto was now even more cuter since he has grown. Ino blushed at the thought and quickly washed it away as she smiled at the boy below her from the ladder. Hey Ino. Naruto grinned. Well, let's get this done with. Sakura signed. Right. Naruto nodded. Naruto helped Ino put up the banner, then helped set everything else up. Sakura and Ino mostly talked through the process about the latest fashion, and Naruto would sign with boredom. Man, I never thought that these two could get along for so long. Naruto signed quietly. Soon after he said that to himself, the two started fighting over who had better clothes on. Shut it, Ino pig. Sakura snapped angrily. No, you shut it, big forehead. Ino shouted, holding up her fist. Naruto began to laugh at the two, but soon after he frowned. The two seemed so much like Sasuke and Naruto. The two boys would always fight non-stop when they were younger. Now that Sasuke was gone, Naruto never really had anyone to fight with but Sai. Sai is no replacement for Sasuke. Naruto thought to himself. What's with the frown, Naruto? Sakura asked, even though she could probably already guess he was thinking of Sasuke. It's nothing, don't worry, let's just finish before it's too late. Naruto said. Right. Ino commented. When the three finally finished, they stood back, their eyes filled with amazement. Amazing. Ino squealed. Yay. Well, we put our best effort into this, let's hope Hinata likes it. Naruto signed with worry. Sakura signed and hit Naruto on the back, sending the boy flying into a wall. Ouch, Sakura-chan, that hurt. Naruto grumbled. Then quit acting like my parents, always so worried about everything. Sakura yelled angrily. Hinata will like it, I know she will. Sakura signed with a smile. Now I have planned to make Hinata even more happier. Ino informed. I'm listening, Ino pig. Sakura said, interested. Sakura. Ino shouted but then signed. Anyways Naruto, you should totally hang out with Hinata all day until 6. Then when it turns 6, come over here and we'll surprise Hinata. Ino suggested. How does that make Hinata even happier? Naruto asked, confused. Naruto, you idiot. Never mind that, just do it, no questions asked. Sakura shouted angrily. But I had plans. Naruto mumbled angrily but signed. Fine, got it. Naruto grumbled. Okay, well, you can go now since we're done and all. Ino smiled. Okay, well, if you need me for anything else, just swing on by. Naruto said before walking out of the large house. When Naruto walked out of the house, he jumped back in surprise. It's already night time, how long have I been here? Naruto yelled. As Naruto walked around the village, he wondered how tomorrow was going to be. Will Hinata like the party? Or would she be disappointed? The young blonde boy thought about going to get some ramen but decided to just go home and get some rest. As he fell on top of his bed, he sighed tiredly. I wonder what tomorrow would be like. Naruto whispered to himself. As Hinata fell asleep, she thought about only one thing, Naruto-kun. She wished that Naruto would lay by her side, to give her such wonderful warmth, that she could be by his side always. As she closed her eyes, she drifted off into sleep like a newborn child. Hinata, Hinata, a voice spoke loudly. Hinata opened her eyes to see her favorite person in the world. Hinata's eyes opened as she saw Naruto with a big grin on his face. Naruto-kun, Hinata said questioningly. Naruto grinned. Today was the day of the party, but before the party he was to hang out with Hinata and keep her busy until 6. Hinata thought she was still dreaming until she slipped and fell on the ground, revealing her lavender underwear out from under her lavender gown. Naruto jumped back in surprise as he saw Hinata lavender underwear. Ow, ow, Hinata said, then she remembered Naruto-kun was still there. Instantly her face went red. She looked up to see Naruto's face completely red as he stood there shaking. After a few moments, Hinata noticed why Naruto was acting that way. She looked over to see that her underwear was clear as daylight. She quickly got to her feet. You Hinata said, embarrassed. Naruto gathered his senses and took a deep breath. You anyways, I was wondering if you wanted to train tea together. Naruto said, trying to control himself from seeing Hinata in such a hot position turned him on. Sure, Naruto-kun, let me just get dressed. Hinata said shyly. Right. Naruto said, scratching the back of his head as he walked out. He felt a little disappointed that he didn't see her get dressed. When Hinata shut the door, she did a little squeal of joy. She would get to go training with her beloved Naruto-kun. As she got dressed, she wondered if they would be alone. If they were, maybe she could finally confess her love to Naruto. Naruto waited until Hinata came out a few moments later in her usual baggy training outfit. He was disappointed that she didn't wear any clothes that showed off her curves. Ready? Naruto grinned. Why yes, Hinata said. Hinata and Naruto walked by each other the whole way until they reached the training ground. All right, show me what you got, Hinata. Naruto said, backing up and a fighting position, a large grin on his face. A blush came across Hinata's face, but she soon let it go away as she raced up to Naruto. She hurried and did her lion fist jutsu. Naruto was surprised by the large amount of chakra coming out of Hinata's hands, but before she could touch him, he did his shadow clone jutsu, letting her hit a clone. Nice try, Hinata. Naruto teased. Hinata giggled and soon ran, though the clones, she knew which one was the real one. She didn't have to use her eyes to see the real one. Naruto was also surprised that he was coming for her. How did she know he was the real one? After a few hours of training, the two both fell on the ground from being out of breath. Man, Hinata, you're really strong. Naruto panted. Thank you. Hinata panted. After a few moments, Naruto got to his feet and held his hand out to help Hinata up. Hinata looked at his hand, reaching out for her for a few moments, then blushed when she put his hand on his. When Hinata got to her, Naruto looked at her with a grin. Alright, let's go and get lunch, on me. Naruto smiled. Are you sure? Hinata asked questioningly. Yep. Now let's go. Naruto said. Oh okay, Hinata said. Naruto and they began to walk until Hinata finally noticed they were holding hands still. Hinata thought that she should remove her hand, but she liked the rough but sweet feeling of Naruto's large hand over hers. Hinata wasn't surprised when they reached Ichiraka. After all, it was Naruto's favorite place to eat. Naruto didn't want to let go of Hinata's hand, so the two both sat down at the same time. What can I get for you guys? The old man smirked as he saw the two together. Pork ramen please. Naruto grinned. Beef ramen please. Hinata smiled. Of course. The old man smiled and walked away to make their order. When their orders came in, Naruto felt Hinata remove her hand from his, Naruto's heart ached. He liked the feel of Hinata's hand. It was soft and warm and small. It felt so precious. The two began to eat. Hinata thought that this was the perfect moment to confess her feelings. Hinata stopped eating and tried to gather up all her courage. After a few moments, Naruto looked at Hinata confused. Hinata, is everything okay? Naruto asked. En Naruto-kun I, Hinata stuttered. Naruto asked, his mouth full of ramen. I. Hinata stuttered. What is it, Hinata? Naruto asked, confused. I really like your jacket. Hinata blurted out. Dang it, why can't I just tell him my feelings? Thanks, I really love my jacket too. Naruto grinned and went back to eating. Hinata looked disappointed but just went back to eating. As the two finished, Naruto paid for their meal and left together. Naruto noticed that soon he would have to take Hinata to Sakura's house for the party, but they still had about 20 minutes to spar. Naruto decided to ask Hinata random questions to make the time go by fast. So Hinata, what do you like? Naruto asked. What do I like? Hinata asked. Naruto nodded his head in response. I like flowers, wildlife, water, mountains, and rain. Hinata responded. And you? She thought. Really? I love all those things. I love to look at the water at night when the stars are out, and how the breeze ruffles through the grass. It's really amazing. Naruto said as his voice died down. Why do you like rain? Naruto asked. He didn't think too much of it, but it caught his attention. Because just before my mother died when I was a child, she once told me that the rain washes away all the hate and anger and replaces it with happiness in the world. Hinata said shyly. Naruto stared at Hinata. Your mother sounds like a really happy and sweet person. Naruto said with a warm smile. She was. Hinata said sadly. As Hinata and Naruto shared to each other about what they liked, Naruto noticed it was time he took Hinata to Sakura's house. Hey Hinata, Sakura told me to tell you to go to her house. She said she wanted to talk to you. Naruto lied. Hinata wondered why Sakura wanted to speak with her, and she was also disappointed that she would be leaving Naruto. Oh okay, Hinata said. Okay, well, see you later. Naruto said, waving as he hurried and raced off to get to Sakura's for the party. Hinata signed and headed towards Sakura's. As Hinata reached Sakura's house, she coughed from the cold she still had and then knocked on the door. After a few moments of silence, Hinata wasn't sure if she should knock again, but she did anyways. Come in, Sakura yelled. As Hinata opened up the door, she was surprised to see a group of people. Get well, Hinata, the group yelled out loudly. Hinata stood there in shock. She looked at the group. What is this for? Hinata asked, surprised. It's a get well party, silly. Ino laughed. A get well party, Hinata repeated to herself. And it was all Naruto's idea. Ino said, giving Hinata a large smirk. All in Naruto-kun's idea. Hinata said, looking over to see the bright blonde hair boy with a large grin on his face. I don't know what to say. Hinata said, looking down shyly. You could say thank you to Naruto by giving him a kiss. Ino said out loud. What? Naruto said, his face scarlet. Kiss, en Naruto-kun. Hinata said quietly. Fine on the cheek at least. Ino pouted. Naruto, don't complain. You'd be lucky if such a pretty girl like Hinata kissed you. Sakura yelled at Naruto. Hey, I guess you're right on that one, Sakura-chan. Naruto said. Hurry up and give Naruto his thank you kiss and let's party before I have to go back to paperwork. Tsunade yelled. Even you, Grandma Tsunade, are going with this. Naruto yelled. Before Hinata could faint, Ino grabbed Hinata by the arm and pushed her face to face with Naruto. Hey. Naruto laughed. Okay, I'll just help you guys then. Sakura said and pushed Naruto into Hinata, making their lips crash together. Naruto, who was shocked for a few moments, but calmed down as the girl's lips met his, he could feel Hinata's body tense, whether it was shock like his, he didn't know, to lost in the kiss. Naruto's body felt amazing, Hinata's lips were soft and smooth. Naruto felt like he could fly, like he could do anything. He wanted to deepen the kiss, but he knew that he shouldn't. Naruto pulled away reluctantly to Hinata's disappointment. Sakura, that was not on the cheek. Naruto yelled, his face scarlet red. Yeah, I know, but I'm pretty sure you still enjoyed it. Sakura smirked evilly. Naruto was about to argue but just surrendered to Sakura since she was right. Whatever. Naruto pouted. He looked over at Hinata, who was as still as a statue, her face red and her eyes wide. Hinata, Naruto said. And Naruto-kun and Ik kissed. Hinata whispered. Alright, let's party. Tsunade yelled cheerfully. The crowd split up and went in their own direction. Some went to dance and some went to get food. Naruto and Hinata was the only ones still standing in the same spot looking at each other. Hinata, you okay? Naruto asked. Hinata snapped out of her thoughts and nodded with a blush across her face. She was surprised she didn't faint. How about we go dance? Naruto smiled nervously. Dance. I don't know how. Hinata shyly. Me either, but we can learn together. Naruto with a big grin on his face. Hinata was still nervous but nodded and followed Naruto to where people dancing. As the two began to dance, Hinata would once in a while laugh at how Naruto would dance. Hey, don't laugh, you don't know how to dance either. Naruto joked. I know B, but you look so goofy. Hinata laughed. Naruto gave Hinata a warm smile. Suddenly a slow song began to play and everyone began to pick their partners. Ino with Choji, Sakura with Lee, Tenten with Neji, Tsunade with Pervy Sage, and some pairings. Would you like to dance with me? Naruto asked, grinning at Hinata. Oh, okay. Hinata smiled. Hinata wrapped her arms around Naruto's neck and Naruto wrapped his arms around Hinata's waist. The two slowly began dancing. After a while the two's bodies got closer and Hinata coughed, then relaxed and rested her head on his chest. Naruto's heart began pounding faster like it always did around the beautiful girl. Happiness washed over him. Being so close to Hinata felt like he was already Hokage. Maybe this feeling he got from being with Hinata was love. What else could this feeling be? Hinata felt like she was in a world of dreams. She was dancing with her beloved Naruto-kun, and they kissed. Well, it was probably only because he was pushed into her, but still he kissed her. Now they were dancing. If Hinata was about to die, she could die happy. Naruto finally surrendered to his emotions. He had to face the fact that he was in love with Hinata, and there was nothing he could do about it. Hinata had everything he wanted. She's kind, beautiful, smart, brave, strong, and had a body every man would die for. Know that it mattered. Naruto would still love her if she didn't have her body she had now, but did Hinata have feelings for him? Naruto frowned for saying a word love. He never had anyone's love. He never truly knew the meaning of love, but he thought that what he was feeling right now was love. Naruto felt Hinata squish closer to his body and he felt her grip tighten. Naruto smiled. He loved the sweet scent of lavender come from Hinata's hair. Hinata could hear Naruto's heartbeat racing fast. She wished she could stay in this position forever. Being close to Naruto like this. I love you, Hinata. Naruto whispered quietly to himself so that Hinata or no one else could hear what he said. As the slow dance stopped, Naruto was pretty sure Hinata fell asleep, but when she looked up at Naruto with his gorgeous lavender eyes, Naruto smiled on at her. Ah! Voices said loudly in awe. Hinata and Naruto looked over to see a group of people staring at them. God, you guys are so cute together. Shut up. Naruto snapped embarrassingly. The group started laughing. When Naruto left Sakura's party to go to his apartment, it had been about 2 o'clock in the morning. Naruto was only a few blocks away from his house until he stopped and turned around to head towards the Hokage monument. Walking up the steps, it took about half an hour until he reached the top. Walking over to the edge, he sat down looking at the beautiful moon. The stars were shining bright along with the moon down on the silent village. Naruto put his hands on his lips. I kissed Hinata. Naruto whispered to himself through his hand. A blush came across his face. He found out his true feelings now. He didn't know if he was completely right about them, but he had a pretty good idea he was right about his feelings. How could he face Hinata now that he found out his feelings for her? Did Hinata have feelings for him? There is no way that she could have these feelings for me. Even if she did, I don't deserve those type of feelings from her. Naruto sighed sadly. I'm sure she has feelings for Kiba. Naruto pouted. Naruto felt his heart aching from thinking of Hinata being with Kiba. Naruto tightened his fist but then let them relax. He couldn't lose complete hope. Maybe he had a chance with Hinata. I'm sure I deserve just a little bit of these feelings from Hinata if she feels the same for me as I feel for her. Naruto whispered. Naruto transitioned from sitting on the grass at the edge to laying down on the grass with his hands behind his head looking up at the moon. Naruto felt his eyes becoming heavy and soon sleep drifted over him. Waking up the next morning, Naruto got to his feet, rubbing his eyes. Damn it, I fell asleep here. Grumbling, he began walking down the steps of the mountain. Naruto thought of what he should do today. Maybe he would ask Grandma Tsunade if she could give him a mission where he could go alone. Naruto headed towards the Hokage's office. He thought it would feel nice to be alone. After all, he was practically used to it, being alone and all. Waking into the building, he walked through the halls until he reached the Hokage's door. He was getting ready to knock until he heard Kakashi-sensei and Grandma Tsunade talking. He stood there a few moments in silence, wondering if he should knock or not. Naruto, you can come in. The Hokage yelled. Naruto was surprised but figured he shouldn't be, after all she was the Hokage. Opening the door, he saw Kakashi looking at him. The sensei waved to the blonde-haired boy. Yo, Kakashi said. Hey Kakashi-sensei. Naruto grinned. What can I do for you, Naruto? The Hokage asked with a wondering glance. Naruto walked up closer to her desk but kept his distance. I was going to ask if you had any mission I could go on. Naruto asked. The Hokage said, going through some paperwork. Here is one. It's a B-class mission, but it's pretty easy. You can take Sakura with you along with Shikamaru. Tsunade said. Actually, I was wondering if I could alone. Naruto said. Well, the mission is to look around the borders of Konoha for unidentified ninjas. We don't know how powerful they are, so I think you should bring Sakura with you and Shikamaru, and Neji. Tsunade insisted. I can handle it alone. Naruto answered. The boy's sentence struck Tsunade. The Hokage frowned. You're used to being alone. But now you have so many friends, why do you still want to be alone? Very well, I can see you have your reason on going on this mission alone, but I'm having Katsuyu go with you in case something happens. Tsunade insisted. No, I can do it alone, I'm not a child. Naruto said. Before the Hokage could argue, the boy walked out of the room. What a troublesome boy. The Hokage signed. I could follow him and keep our eye on him if you want. Kakashi asked. Thank you. After I forgot, the Akatsuki is still after all of the tailed beasts, and I'm sure they have already collected many. Tsunade signed in frustration. After a large cloud of smoke, Kakashi saw the Hokage's famous summon. Take Katsuyu with you so she could report if anything happens both to you and Naruto. Tsunade insisted. Right. Well, I'll be off then. Kakashi said, grabbing the small snail and putting it on his shoulder, then disappeared in a cloud of smoke. As Naruto grabbed some supplies for the almost short trip, he hurried and headed out towards the gates of Konoha. Kakashi looked around the village until he saw the blonde-haired boy rushing towards the gates of Konoha. Damn it, I actually was wanting to finish my book. Kakashi grumbled, then signed. Here was no way of helping it, he would just have to wait until he got back to the village. As Naruto hurried and rushed off towards the gates, he wanted to get out of the village and kick some butt, and have time alone. Waving to the guard, the blonde-haired boy hurried and raced into the forest. It would take about 2 hours to get the borders while running, Naruto thought. As Kakashi followed Naruto from a distance, the man was dying to finish one of his books, but following the energetic blonde, there was no way he could read and run after the boy. As Naruto kept racing on the forest ground, he suddenly was in a familiar sewer. Looking up, he saw the familiar demonic eyes. What do you want, Nine Tails? Naruto asked. Just here to tell you have good luck with those unidentified ninjas. The demonic fox laughed evilly. What do you mean? Do you know who they are? How many of them? Are they close? Naruto asked, surprised. Yeah, I know who they are. There are 2 of them, and they are about 12 miles away, and they want you. The fox said before being swallowed up by the darkness of the sewer. Naruto's eyes flashed open and he saw he was still running on the forest floor. Damn fox. Calling me at a time like this. Who wants me? Naruto grumbled. Maybe it's Sasuke. Maybe he's looking for me to return back to Konoha. Naruto said excitedly, making him boost his speed. If it is Sasuke out there looking for me, then wait for me, Sasuke. Kakashi grumbled tiredly as the blonde-haired boy boosted up his speed. Kakashi got closer to the boy but made sure to keep his distance and himself hidden. He didn't want to anger Naruto since the boy wanted to be alone. Kakashi wondered why the boy wanted to do this mission alone. Kakashi was sure he'd rather have his friends to help him just in case anything happens, but that wasn't the case. When Naruto was running, he looked up ahead to see 2 black figures. Nine Tails said they were about 12 miles away, but I only moved 7. Are these the right people? Naruto skid to halt. Kakashi halted into a tree so he wouldn't be seen. He couldn't identify the two men, so he uncovered his left eye. Squinting to see the two men, Kakashi stood in shock. Crap. Naruto, get back. Kakashi yelled. Well, we were just looking for you. QBI. A voice said evilly. Naruto turned around to see Kakashi racing towards him. Before Kakashi could reach the blonde boy, there was giant explosion. Naruto. Kakashi yelled only to be flung back, but the explosion. Previously. Naruto, get back. Kakashi yelled. Well, we were just looking for you. QB. A voice said evilly. Naruto turned around to see Kakashi racing towards him. Before Kakashi could reach the blonde boy, there was giant explosion. Naruto. Kakashi yelled only to be flung back, but the explosion. As Kakashi got to his feet quickly, he looked around for Naruto, but couldn't find him from the dust in the air. Katsuyu, report back to Hokage. Tell her 2 Akatsuki members are here. And they're after Naruto Uzumaki. Kakashi ordered Katsuyu. Of course. Katsuyu said. After a few moments, the dust finally cleared. Kakashi looked over to see Naruto getting to his feet. Naruto, are you okay? Kakashi asked loudly, looking at him. Kakashi-sensei, what are you doing here? Naruto asked. Now is not the time to be asking that. Focus on the enemy. Kakashi ordered as he was standing in a fighting position. Naruto nodded and looked back at the 2 Akatsuki members. Report. Get me Yamato, Shikamaru, Sakura, Hinata, and Neji now. Tsunade screamed out. On it. Aranbu said, then disappeared. After a few moments, the group of people she called for rushed in without knocking. Yes, Hokage-sama? Yamato asked worryingly along with the rest of the group. 2 Akatsuki members are at the border of Konoha, and they're after Naruto Uzumaki, who is there right now, most likely fighting. I don't know the current situation, only that Kakashi reported there was 2 Akatsuki members there. So I want you guys to rush over there as fast as you can, and help Kakashi and Naruto. Tsunade ordered. Yamato, you are in charge of this group. Now go. Tsunade yelled. Got it. Yamato nodded. As the group went to rush out, they were stopped by Tsunade. Protect Naruto Uzumaki at all cost. Tsunade yelled. Yamato nodded and the group rushed out as fast as they can. Rasengan. Naruto yelled as he ran towards the unusual body that crawled on the ground. As the explosion occurred and the dust went away in a few moments, Naruto saw that he missed the Akatsuki member. Damn it. Naruto yelled angrily. Let's hurry and get this done. The unusual man ordered. Or come on Sasori, let's just have a little bit of fun. Deidara asked. You know how long it takes to extract the tailed beast from the owner? Sasori growled. Yeah, I guess you're right. Deidara pouted. Naruto looked over to see Kakashi, who was panting from fighting with the clay user. Kakashi-sensei, you okay? Naruto asked loudly. Yeah, I'm forming a plan right now, and reinforcements should be here soon. Kakashi said. Reinforcements, huh? Deidara said. Naruto looked back at the 2 members. The boy himself was worn out already. He used up most of his chakra on Rasengan and Shadow Clone. Suddenly an idea formed in his head. If he was right and he could get both of the Akatsuki members in the same place, it might work. Kakashi-sensei, I have an idea, just stand back when you see me run at them. Naruto said loudly. Kakashi looked at the boy in confusion. What was he going to do? Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto said. After the smoke of air there was 3 Naruto clones. The real Naruto put his hand out and seemed to start forming a Rasengan, but then it turned into more like a giant shuriken. After a few moments the shadow clones disappeared and the real Naruto started racing towards the Akatsuki members. The Akatsuki members went to jump away but was too late. They were caught in the large explosion that was circling around them, along with Naruto in it. Kakashi had to throw up his arms in his face to keep the tree branches, along with rock, from hitting his face. As the group ran towards the border the ground started to shake and they saw from miles away a large explosion. What's happening right now? Shikamaru asked. They must be fighting right now. Yamato said. As the large cloud of dust disappeared, Kakashi saw a large hole in the ground along with broken trees everywhere. Looking ahead he couldn't seem to see Naruto or the 2 Akatsuki members. Did he get them? Kakashi hoped he was right, but he was wrong. He saw one of those clay birds the man Deidara made fly up in the air that was holding the 2 members along with Naruto, who seemed to be knocked out cold. Naruto, wake up! Kakashi yelled. Man, the boy knocked himself out with his own jutsu. Anyways, we would love to stay and fight with the famous copy ninja, but we have to go. Later. Deidara waved as the bird started to fly away. Kakashi hurried and ran after the bird, but since he was weakened from using his Mangekyo Sharingan, Kakashi looked over to see Naruto's ninja headband and grabbed it. He still had enough chakra to summon Pakken. Yes, Kakashi, was happened to you? Pakken asked, confused. Don't worry, I need you to follow Naruto's scent, the Akatsuki have him. Kakashi said, letting the dog sniff his headband. Kakashi then made one shadow clone of himself. My clone will stay here and report to the reinforcements, now let's go. Kakashi ordered. As Kakashi ran beside Pakken, he looked on his shoulder to see Katsuyu was alright. Tell the Hokage what happened. Kakashi said. I already did, Kakashi, for now just follow Pakken while I heal your body. Katsuyu said. Damn it, this all my fault. I should have made Naruto return to the village at first sight of the Akatsuki members. As the group boosted their pace, Hinata looked around her teammates' faces to see that they were all worried along with herself. Yamato-sensei, what's going to happen when the Akatsuki is able to catch Naruto? Hinata asked. If the Akatsuki manages to catch Naruto, Yamato paused for a second. Naruto will die. Yamato finished. The group gasped in surprise and horror. Naruto-kun. Hinata thought. Naruto. Neji thought. Naruto. Shikamaru thought. Naruto. Sakura thought. As the group saw Kakashi up ahead, they hurried towards him. Yamato was confused. Kakashi looked perfectly fine, but the place he was standing in was totally damaged, trees broken and a huge crater in the ground. And where was Naruto? As the group halted in from the silver-haired man, Yamato was the first to speak. Kakashi-senpai, where is Naruto? Yamato asked. The real me is chasing two Akatsuki members and I probably won't last since my real body is worn out from fighting. Why are you chasing the Akatsuki, and where is Naruto? Sakura asked, even though she knew what was going to be the answer. Naruto has been captured. Kakashi signed. Naruto-kun. Hinata blurted out, but quickly covering her mouth as she realized, she shouted. What happened? Sakura asked. I'll explain to you on the way. We need to hurry and catch up with my real body, which is about 8 miles away. Kakashi insisted. The group nodded and they hurried off in the real Kakashi's direction. So what happened? Yamato asked, running along the side of Kakashi. We were battling and he was mostly out of chakra, along with myself. I was forming a plan, but then Naruto said he had a plan, so he told me to stay back. He formed a new jutsu that we were training on a while ago, and since he was already out of chakra, it caused a massive explosion, as you could see back there, and Naruto was in the explosion and is out cold. Kakashi finished. So that was what that explosion was earlier. Shikamaru answered himself. We need to hurry, my real body can pass out at any moment. The clone insisted. Right. Yamato responded. Naruto-kun. Hinata thought in worry, terrified of what would become of her beloved. As Kakashi was on the verge of passing out, he knew he had to run on. He promised to himself that he wouldn't let one of his teammates die, and he decided he would keep that promise. Kakashi, Naruto stopped. Pakken barked. He might be in their base, take me to where it is. Kakashi said. Right. Pakken barked and looked back up ahead. After a few minutes, Pakken stopped in front of a valley. Where are they now? Kakashi asked. They seem to be underground. Pakken responded. Okay, thank you, you can go back now. Kakashi said. If you need me, then I'm here, so I'll be off then. Pakken barked, then disappeared. Kakashi leaped into a tree, formulating a plan to rescue his student. After thinking for a few moments, an idea appeared in his head. First, I'll have to wait for reinforcements. While I wait, I will rest my body and build up my chakra, since I heard the odd clay users say that it takes a while to extract the tailed beats from their owner, then we might have a day or two. Then when reinforcements come and I know who they are, I could form a battle plan. Kakashi just thought of something. Even with reinforcements, they had a huge disadvantage. This was the Akatsuki's base. So every Akatsuki member would be in there, and that would be like taking down 4 Hokages combined or more. Signing with frustration, Kakashi suddenly heard the tree shook from underneath him. Swinging his head to see what caused it, he suddenly saw a familiar person. Jiraiya-san. Kakashi signed with relief. Yay, I know what happened. I happened to be passing by and saw you all worn out following a dog, so I wondered what happened and followed you, and it happened to be the worst answer I got. Jiraiya signed. They have Naruto. Kakashi signed. Yay, I heard it takes about 4 days to extract the tailed beasts from its container. Jiraiya responded. That gives us some time then. Kakashi signed. After a few moments of silence, Jiraiya looked down at the ground. They've begun. Jiraiya said. Damn it. Kakashi growled angrily. Damn it, kid, wake up. The Kyuubi snapped angrily. There was no response towards the Kyuubi's commands. Stupid kid, well, don't get angry at me from the outcome like last time. The Kyuubi said, fading away. As Kakashi and Jiraiya waited for who knows how long, they suddenly heard someone yell out the name. Looking over, they saw a group of people racing towards them. Kakashi-sensei, Sakura said loudly. After a moment the two met eyes. I made Sakura worry about me. What of a failure sensei I am. Kakashi-sensei, Sakura said with relief. As Jiraiya and Kakashi jumped down from the tree, Sakura hurried up and examined him. I did as much as I could, Sakura-san. Katsuyu said. Thank you, you can go back now since I'm here. Sakura thanked the slug. Okay, the slug said and disappeared in smoke. Where is Naruto-kun? Hinata asked worryingly. Before Kakashi could answer, a sudden large explosion occurred underground, making the top earth covered in a cloud of dirt. What was that? Shikamaru asked, confused. I don't know, stay put, and stay alert. Kakashi said. As the dust cleared, they saw a large mass of red chakra making a line in the sky. Crap. Kakashi and the others could only stare as there was a sudden large roar covered any other sound. Kakashi noticed Akatsuki members jump out from the large hole in the ground. The Akatsuki, Shikamaru said. The group of members turned around to see the Konoha ninjas. Guess we are stuck in a situation here. A familiar voice said. Itachi. Previously. Well, I guess we're stuck in a situation. A familiar voice spoke. Itachi. As the group of Konoha ninjas stared at the current situation, shocked. The Akatsuki group members were all there, and Naruto's has the nine-tail cloak and ready to go on a rampage at any time, though as long as they had Jiraiya, then the deadly chakra could be sealed away. Kakashi, I reported to Tsunade, don't ask me when, but she should have already got the news, and is most likely sending more reinforcements. Jiraiya said to him quietly. Suddenly there was another large explosion that targeted to Akatsuki group. As the members jumped back, Kakashi squinted his eyes to see Naruto. No, the small Kyuubi jumped and landed on a member named Sasori. For the large weight of the Kyuubi hitting Sasori, there was a large crack. Everyone's eyes turned to Sasori as he threw the Kyuubi off. Everyone stared in shock at what they thought what he looked like crumbled off of him. Suddenly a tall man stood up. He had red hair and looked very puppet-like. Well, if my old man Sasori finally came out of his shell, I'm surprised. I thought he would look different. Deidara said playfully. We don't have time to mess around right now, you guys stay behind while we control the Kyuubi and go to our next basement to extract the tailed beast from. Itachi was cut off as Kyuubi created another explosion. Kakashi saw Itachi jump out from the dust of the explosion. We will meet you guys at the other base, take care of this problem. A man with orange hair growled before disappearing. The rest of you can go, me and Kisame will take care of the Kyuubi and Sasori and Deidara will take care of the Konoha ninja. Itachi said. The other members nodded and soon disappeared. Kakashi stared in shock on how they could leave in an instant. Sakura, Shikamaru, Hinata, and Neji, take care of Sasori and Deidara, Yamato, Jiraiya, and I will take care of Itachi and his partner along with Naruto. Kakashi ordered. Hinata stared in shock as she stared at what seemed to be Naruto-kun. It didn't look like him at all. What he looked like was terrifying. This was Naruto-kun, her beloved. Hinata knew what she had to do. Save Naruto-kun. Got it, the group said. The three more experienced men looked over to see the small Kyuubi blasting explosions at Itachi and his partner that was dodging them. Jiraiya squinted his eyes to count how many tails is out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We need to hurry and seal the Kyuubi's chakra, before it reaches 9, though I doubt it will. But before it gets out of hand, and I never know what might happen, there is a small chance he could reach 9 tails. And that will be the end for us. Jiraiya said. Got it, you take care of Naruto, then Yamato will help you hold him down. I will take Itachi and Kisame on my own for now until he take care of Naruto. Kakashi insisted. Got it, if you need help ask then. Jiraiya said. Then with that him and Yamato ran off towards the small Kyuubi that was running wild. Kakashi saw Itachi and Kisame racing after the Kyuubi who was destroying the land with giant explosions. Kakashi hurried and ran, managing to stop the two before they could reach Jiraiya and Yamato. Kakashi, I can see you are low on chakra. Kisame grinned. Yay, well, that doesn't matter right now. Kakashi said, keeping his anger level down. Kisame, let's take care of Kakashi and then we can take care of the Kyuubi. It just means we have a future problem out of our way. Itachi growled. Of course. Kisame smirked. Kakashi was in a battle position. After a few moments he raced towards Itachi with a kunai in his hand. Reaching for Itachi's throat, he felt himself get thrown away. Trying to get to his feet, he noticed he had a shrivel of chakra left, and his right side was damaged severely. What happened? I had more chakra just a moment ago. Kakashi managed to get to his feet, but stood weakly on his feet with another kunai in his hand. One last swing should do it. Kisame chuckled. Kakashi took a deep breath and raced towards Itachi. Leaping in the air, he only had a few inches away from Itachi until he saw in the corner of his eye Kisame swinging his sword towards him. Kakashi was prepared to join his sensei and Lord Third until he heard, Severe Leaf Hurricane. A voice yelled, swirling down with a large kick bringing up dirt in the air. Kakashi felt himself being pushed out of the way. After a few moments, Kakashi saw who pushed him out of the way. Guy. Kakashi panted. Sorry we're late. Kakashi, take a rest, we can handle things here. Guy said, putting his thumb up with a grin to go with it. Thanks. Kakashi said. Kakashi looked around to see who was fighting: Asuma, Guy, Lee, Neji, Sakura, Hinata, Ino, Shikamaru, and Sai. Yamato had a woodlock over the small Kyuubi, so Jiraiya should be able to take care of Naruto soon. Kakashi soon felt his eyes drooping down and soon fell on the ground in a sleep. Naruto's eyes flew open, the Akatsuki. Naruto yelled out. After a moment he noticed he was in a hospital room. Confused, he rubbed the back of his head. What happened? Naruto whispered to himself. Feeling something move on his lap, he looked down to see long raven hair. Hinata. Naruto whispered quietly. Naruto suddenly heard Hinata moan his name in her sleep. Surprised, he felt himself getting turned on to hear Hinata moan his name in a sexy way. Naruto saw Hinata's face come out from the bed sheets. She looked so peaceful when she sleeps, Naruto thought to himself. Naruto looked at Hinata's soft pink lips. He felt himself get closer to her face until there was only a small space between them. Closing that space, he felt his lips touching hers. It felt like the whole world stopped. Suddenly he heard Hinata moan his name again as their lips were touching. Naruto hurried and backed away so he wouldn't wake her. After a few moments, the door suddenly swung open and he saw Sakura walk in. You're awake finally. Sakura smiled. How long have I been out? Naruto asked. About 3 or 4 days. Sakura responded. What happened? Naruto asked, confused. It's a long story. Sakura signed, knowing she would have to explain the whole story. Sakura signed with relief when she finished telling Naruto what happened. So that's what happened. Everybody saw the true me, I guess, Naruto said sadly. Even Hinata. Naruto whispered to himself. Naruto, it wasn't your fault. Quit blaming yourself for the Kyuubi's doings. Sakura snapped angrily. I put everyone in danger. Sakura, you just. Naruto couldn't finish his sentence. I what? Sakura said angrily. You just don't understand. Naruto snapped angrily for the first time at her. Sakura took a step backwards. She'd only seen Naruto angry when they were close to getting Sasuke, or if one of his friends got hurt. This was a whole different anger Sakura had just seen from Naruto. What Sakura noticed was that it wasn't the type terrifying anger that Naruto had right now. His anger was filled with loneliness, sadness, terror, and anger. Sakura guessed what her teammate was thinking about. When we were little, Naruto, you were so alone. Nobody acknowledged you as a citizen of Konoha. They just thought you were a troublesome child. They were afraid of you. Because of that, demon. The only person who really acknowledged you was. Sakura looked down at Hinata, who was asleep on Naruto's lap. Was Hinata. Naruto, you're not alone. Even when you were young, there was always that one person who acknowledged you, who watched you, who loved you for you. Sakura said. Naruto's sudden anger vanished instantly after what Sakura said. Loved me. Who on earth could love someone like me? Naruto chuckled sadly before turning his ace towards the window to look out at the rainy day. I'll let her tell you when the right time comes. Sakura said. Hinata finally stirred from her sleep. Opening her eyes, she saw that Naruto-kun was looking out the window. "And Naruto-kun, you're awake," Hinata said, relieved. "Oh, sorry Hinata, did I wake you?" Naruto said, looking down at Hinata's face. "Huh," Hinata said. Looking at the situation, Hinata realized she fell asleep on his lap. Hinata shot up instantly. Sorry. I didn't mean to fall asleep on your lap, Naruto-kun." Hinata apologized, bowing her head. "Hinata, it's alright, it felt nice to know someone was watching over me," Naruto said with a gentle smile. Hinata's face went completely red at his warm gaze. That's good to hear," Hinata said, looking down with a warm smile. "Well, if you need anything, be sure to call me," Sakura said, and with that she took her leave. Naruto relaxed against his bed with a sign of relief. I should go so I don't cause you any more trouble," Hinata said shyly as she began walking. She felt her arm being tugged. "No," Naruto said. Hinata looked at him confused. I mean don't go, you won't cause me trouble, I actually like having you around," Naruto said with a big grin on his face along with a blush. "Oh okay," Hinata said shyly as she sat back down. After a few moments of silence, Naruto spoke. "Hey Hinata," Naruto said. "Why yes Naruto-kun," Hinata asked. "You saw me, didn't you?" Naruto asked. What do why you mean?" Hinata asked. "You saw how I was when you guys were fighting the Akatsuki, didn't you?" Naruto asked sadly. Hinata remembered how Kakashi pointed out that the terrifying creature she saw at the Akatsuki battle was Naruto. To be honest with herself, it made more sense of why her parents and other parents wouldn't let their children go around the poor boy. Now that Hinata knew, she felt like destroying everybody that hurt Naruto-kun. He never deserved such a horrible life. Hinata always knew Naruto was unique, but she didn't think he was this unique. Hinata thought it was pretty cool. She was afraid at first but thought that Naruto could never hurt his precious friends even if he tried. Why? Because he was Naruto Uzumaki, her beloved. Why yes I did, and I want you to know that I don't think any different of why you. Just that why you are even more special from before. Hinata said, putting her index fingers together shyly. Widening his eyes in surprise, Naruto looked at Hinata. He couldn't help it anymore. He wanted her so badly. When he came back to Konoha from his training, he looked at Hinata different from when they were younger, but now he has fallen for her completely. "Hinata, you think I'm special, even when you know what's sealed within me?" Naruto asked. Hinata nodded with a blush on her face. "Hinata, could you come here for a moment?" Naruto asked. "Oh okay Naruto-kun," Hinata said shyly and got to her feet and walked over next to him. Naruto moved off from the bed. His body was still sore, but he could deal with it. Naruto leaned forward in front of Hinata's face. "Naruto-kun, what are you?" She was cut off as his beloved lips met hers. Surprised at first, she then relaxed and let the event in. "I'm kissing Naruto-kun. For the third time." Naruto started moving Hinata until she was against the wall. After a long moment of time, Naruto backed away. Naruto looked at Hinata to see her flushed face, matching his own deep red. Naruto-kun," Hinata said, confused. "Hinata, I'm really sorry, I shouldn't have done that," Naruto said, looking away. This is the perfect moment to tell Naruto how I feel. Gathering all her courage, she took a deep breath in and then out. "Naruto-kun, I love you." Hinata said it louder than she meant to. Looking down, she was holding her hands together shyly. "Why you love me?" Naruto said, surprised. "Why yes," Hinata said, returning to her shy self. After a few moments of silence, Hinata looked up to see tears rolling down Naruto's face. Naruto-kun?" Hinata asked, confused. "Tears fall down even when you're not sad, don't they?" Naruto asked. "Why yes," Hinata said. Naruto wiped his eyes. "So someone really does have such feelings for me," Naruto said happily. This feeling in his heart that he felt for Hinata had to be love. If it wasn't, then he would make it be love. His heart was beating faster than ever in this moment. "Hinata, I don't know if what I'm feeling right now for you is really love, but I hope it is," Naruto said with a smile. So do you mean?" Hinata paused for a moment, but Naruto guessed what she was going to ask. "Hinata, would you like to be my girlfriend?" Naruto asked shyly. "Yes," Hinata said more loudly than she meant to again. Tears were falling down her face as well. For so long I wished for him to notice me. I never asked for anything more, but now he asked me to be his girlfriend. I'm so happy, thank you Naruto-kun, Hinata thought to herself happily. Awesome. I'll take you out on dates. And I swear you'll be treated like a princess. Naruto said, putting his thumb against his chest. Hinata nodded shyly, all she was thinking about was that Naruto-kun was her boyfriend. Suddenly she felt Naruto-kun's lips against hers once again. Though this time she wrapped her arms around his large back. When she did that she felt Naruto wrap his arms around her. Hinata wished this moment could last forever. That will be it for this video. If you want more, comment down below, like, subscribe. And see you guys later.